by intelligible laws, intelligible, understandable, okay? Intelligible is understandable laws of their own as the facts and experience of the material world. It is not our intention here to plunge into this vast and difficult field of psychical knowledge. Psychical knowledge, occultism, and he has put that footnote. He's saying we hope to deal with it hereafter. But this is written in the Arya, na? So this is the footnote in the Arya. But our first concern in the Arya must be with spiritual and philosophical truths. It's only when these have been grasped that the approach to the psychical becomes safe and clear. So, but it becomes necessary now to deal with certain broad facts and principles which form its framework. For without them, our yoga of knowledge cannot be complete. The Jnana Yogi is not interested in complete knowledge. He wants knowledge only of the higher hemisphere. He is not interested in the knowledge of the second or lower level. He is interested only in the highest. We find that in the various systems, the facts dealt with are always the same, but there are considerable differences of theoretic and practical arrangement, as is natural and inevitable in dealing with a subject so large and difficult. Certain things are here omitted, there made all important, here under stress, there overemphasized. Certain fields of experience which are in one system held to be merely subordinate provinces are in others treated as separate kingdoms. Different yogas deal with different aspects, that's what Sridhar is saying. But I shall follow here consistently the Vedic and Vedantic arrangement of which we find the great lines in the Upanishads. So he is telling you very clearly here, he'll follow the Vedic arrangement of the planes of consciousness, and they are 7. He says that I will follow 7. And what are those 7 according to him? Sat, Chit, Ananda, 3. Then Supermind, 4th. Then mind, life, body, 3. So 7. Mind, life, body is the lower plane, and Supermind is the intervening, okay, the middle term which joins the two. And Satchidananda is the higher non-manifested world. So this is what Sridhar follows. But I shall follow here consistently the Vedic and Vedantic arrangement of which we find great lines in the Upanishads. First, because it seems to me at once the simplest and most philosophical, and more especially, Sridhar used the word especially, more especially because it was from the beginning envisaged from the point of view of the utility of these various planes to the supreme object of our liberation. It takes as its basis the 3 principles of the ordinary being, mind, life and matter. These are lower. The triune spiritual principle of Satchidananda. Satchidananda is the intermediate link, and it's a link principle of Vijnana, supermind, the free and spiritual intelligence, and intelligence is used in the word. So remember, these spiritual planes of consciousness are all mental planes, and thus arranges all the large possible poises of our being in a tier of 7 planes. Very often in India we pronounce the word tire, okay, but it's actually pronounced tier. Jasmine read it correctly, it is tier, because when you travel by railway, 2 tire and 3 tire we say, okay, but actually it is tier. It's a level. Tier is a level of 7 planes, sometimes regarded as 5 only. That's exactly what he's saying, okay. Regarded as 5, ether, air, fire, water is the 5, because only the lower 5 are wholly accessible to us, though through which the developing being can rise to its perfection. So we have just hit, we are 1 minute beyond our time, so we will stop here, and next time we can start with, but first you must understand. So one of you has to note it on the chat, okay. So I wish all of you au revoir and have a nice day.